All right, during Ghislaine Maxwell's trial, we got an inside look into Jeffrey Epstein's Manhattan mansion. Photographs taken by federal investigators, which you can now see on your screen, show Epstein had several boxes of hard drives that were oddly covered in evidence tape. Investigators also took photos of numerous black binders and CDs, which contained additional evidence and in some cases allegedly child pornography. The federal judge in the case ruled some of the labels on these binders were, quote, identifying information for third parties, so they were redacted. Investigators also found this completely bizarre painting on your screen now of Bill Clinton in a blue dress. So, who should be most worried tonight? Is it Bill Clinton? Is it Prince Andrew? Nancy Grace is the host of Crime Stories on Fox Nation, and she joins us now. Nancy, thank you for jumping on with us. Who do you think sleeps uneasily tonight?
Well, that's obvious to me. The person that's sleeping the least tonight is Ghislaine Maxwell, because she's headed to a federal pen. Which one? I don't know. Her sentencing is coming up and it's not been scheduled, but she's looking at 65 years behind bars. So let me just take one moment and bask in the moment of justice finally handed down, long delayed. Now, will Ghislaine Maxwell sing for her supper? Will she name names? Possibly. But remember, even with her naming names, that case has to be proven with victims that will come forward. And if you want to name a president, an ex-president, a wealthy individual, if you want to name Leon Black or whoever, that's got to be corroborated in court. Now that will be the trick. Will Ghislaine Maxwell rat people out? Very likely. Although she was pretty stoic in the courtroom today, one of her lawyers broke down in tears in front of God and everybody. But Maxwell stayed cool, one last look back at her family, and she walked out of the courtroom. I don't know if she's going to crack.
So on our screen right now is a picture of Chelsea Clinton's wedding. You can see Bill Clinton walking her down the aisle. Highlighted in the background there is Ghislaine Maxwell at that wedding. There is also pictures on your screen of Bill Clinton at various times flashing up, receiving a massage. You know, it's true, as you said, Nancy, it's justice tonight that Ghislaine Maxwell sleeps uneasily behind bars. But I think everyone watching is concerned that justice stops here, which would be an injustice, because clearly she was trafficking these young women to other people, to individuals, and you would have to suspect beyond Jeffrey Epstein. The prosecution has shown very little interest. In fact, they've discouraged any names coming out in this trial, quote unquote, third parties. And so I have to wonder, with everything found in his apartment, CDs, binders, Nancy, will we get those names? Beyond whether or not they will be corroborated, will somebody ask, Nancy, will we pursue that next step in justice?
I believe with all the heat on federal prosecutors right now, that they will go forward, that they will explore the possibilities within all of those binders. It's hard to keep a secret like that. There were detectives, there were investigators, there were crime scene techs everywhere. They saw all of that. I find it very difficult to believe that they would keep it all under their hat. For what? Propriety? That's not going to happen if, in fact, the evidence to which you are referring exists.
Right. And speaking of that evidence, Nancy, what do you make of what was cataloged inside of Jeffrey Epstein's apartment?
Well, if it had anything to do with these particular victims, the 4 women that came forward very, very bravely, it would have been brought out at trial. If it's got to do with other alleged victims, they've got to be hunted down, tracked down, coerced to testify, encouraged to move forward with a lot stacked against them. And that's going to be a very daunting task. But I believe with so many people at the crime scene, it's very possible names will be named.
It will be an injustice if this is the end of the story and not the beginning of
Yes, it will.
Story.
If there are other perpetrators, no matter how prestigious they may be, no matter how wealthy they may be, if they are not sought out and prosecuted, that is an injustice. Lady Justice wears a blindfold for a reason. She is not to care about your wealth or your education or your status. That's why she is depicted the way she is, and it is an injustice if that investigation is not completed.
Nancy Grace, thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.